Hi guys, can you hear me? I'm on StreamYard today. I'm giving it a try. Can you hear me out there? Is it working? Hi Cal. Hi Michael. Oh, Cal, good stuff. Thank you, Cal. I'm buzzing after the performance against West Ham. Not many sides keep out Lingard or West Ham. They don't, Cal, that's for sure. Done very well there. Michael, yes, I remember the weekend in Hillsborough. Not believe what I've seen at football matches, semi-final. Yeah, I think we got stuffed at Blackburn that day, but it didn't really matter, did it, in the end? Good evening, Chris. How are you? Chris and Cal, Everton and Liverpool. What more could we ask for? Nice friendly banter, you two. Don't misbehave. Hi, Charlie. How you doing, mate? Absolutely all noon today. I passed my sociology. Well done, Charlie, mate. Well done, you. I used to be all right at tests. It's when I got older and I had to go to night school. I used to fail all me. Used to sort of struggle on my exams when I got older, but I was okay when I was younger at them. But there you go. Sociology and maths test. So what does that mean, Charlie, for you? What does that mean is going to happen now? What does that mean for you? Yeah, I'm giving StreamYard a try, just the free version, just to see if it's any good or not. So let me know if there's any sort of little glitches or anything, because YouTube's been fine the last couple of weeks. So Liverpool going to get into the top four, and Everton going to get into the. Can Everton still get into top four, Cal? I'm not sure. Can they still get in there? Cheers, Cal. Let me try one of these banner things. This is a good one. Let me try this. But let's see what you think of this. Yeah. Scrolling. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It's mathematically possible, but perhaps a bit. Well, it's mathematically possible for United to win the league, but the way we're going about it, it might come true. That's the problem, Chris. We're running out of games now. We only need one win, but there's only 3 games left. What are you thinking for this week, Chris? Anyway, with the, I hope you can do us a favour on Thursday. I'm going to be a nervous wreck on Friday. Otherwise, I know we've got 3 games to do it, but and Cal's aren't going to do us any favours. The last game of the season, are you, Cal? You're not going to do us anything for that last game if we need something from you lot. Leicester only 1 win. Yeah, but I don't think I can't see Leicester doing anything against United tomorrow, to be honest with you. I can't see them doing that much. I just think United are sort of virtually going to win every game now, unless City win one, and then obviously I think they'll lose heart a little bit. But I think the confidence, I think the tails are up. It's all about psychology and confidence for me. Michael, great to have Charlie and Chris and Cal on tonight. It is. It's all friends together. So United will play the second team tomorrow. I think they'll beat them, Chris. I honestly have no faith in anyone getting anything from United, even yourselves. I hope so. Fingers crossed. But I've no faith in Liverpool actually getting anything off them. But I'd love it to happen. Really would. Yeah, but will they play a weak and one tomorrow, Chris? Do you think they'll go weak tomorrow, or do you think they'll play 2 strong teams? This is one of our bugbears with Pep, isn't it? At the end of the day, that little scrolling message there, don't you seen it, guys? But I think Pep's creating a 2-tier system now in the team. Players know that they're not ever going to get in the first team in the month for Sundays now. So psychologically, I don't think they're quite doing it for him. What do you think? They can, Cal. Yeah, I can send them. I think it works. If I can send them a thing out on an email at the moment and get people to join in and stuff like that. Obviously, I want to see if it was working first and try that later on. I mean, you know me. I'm one thing at a time. I get all nervous if I try too much. Yeah, I think we will go weak. I think Liverpool, United will go weaker tomorrow, but. I still think they'll have enough to beat Leicester, but it'd be nice to see Leicester turn them over. Charlie, you can't get excited when United losing 1-0. What's the point? I mean, they've done it week in, week out. I mean, it's just amazing. You can put it in the chat on this. What's you can put it in the chat on this. Yeah, I might have a play, if I play around and mess around with it. I don't want to lose you. That's the thing, Cal. The link for people to join, right? So, right, yeah, I'm with you. So in here, in this, in my little chat box sort of thing, yeah. I want United to win tomorrow for top 4 race, but all we can do is win our remaining games, and that's all anyone can do, mate. I mean, we can win our last 3 games because we're stuttering and starting at the moment. Well, that's a link. There you go. That's the link. Michael, we have to... Chris, sorry, I want United to win tomorrow for top 4 race, but all we can do is win our remaining games. Michael, we have to beat Newcastle on Friday. Get it done. We were so poor on Saturday against Chelsea. Too many changes for me from Pep. Yeah, but we should have been 2-0 up at half-time, Michael, I think. But even at half-time, why didn't he put a few subs on them? But he never does he? He waits till the 65th minute, something like that. Virgil, like me, granddad with technology. Yeah, I'm all right, Cal. I just don't want to lose it. You know what I mean? I say when I've got it, I don't want to lose people and make a mess of it. Charlie's the same. Oh, there you go. Chris, League 2 season over for Carlisle, so it's just Liverpool preview and reviews from now on. The only thing with this StreamYard, you can't get as many comments on the screen, I don't think. I don't think there's much difference, but you can't get as much thing on the. There's not as many comments coming up. Brilliant shirt, yeah. I like this, Michael. I never liked the badge. I thought the badge was always a bit big, but I love the colours, and I've never been a fan of these collars. I like a nice V shape or a round collar, but. Yeah, obviously this is real one. This is one I had from when it first came out. This isn't one I bought recently. This is from the very when they came out in the. I don't know what date it was. Anyone know? Do you know, Michael? Do you know what date this is from offhand? I'm not quite sure. It must have been the 90s, mustn't it? Somewhere in the 90s. But I must admit the badge did put me off a little bit because I don't like big things. I don't like big logos on shirts and stuff like that. I mean, obviously when you got the Etihad, you got the Etihad, but. I'm not a big. If I buy a T-shirt, I don't like a big logo. I like a little logo. Chris, just glad Liverpool managed to finish the roast dinner versus Southampton. Yeah, well, that was all right. It was a win, wasn't it, mate? Breaking, Cavani has agreed a 1-year contract. He has, yeah. I mean, we could have done with him for a couple of years, couldn't we? That would have been okay, wouldn't it? Right, I've got a gentleman here might want to come on with a bit of luck. Let me just have a look at this now and see what we can do. Bear with me, guys. We've got Cal there. Cal, can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
There you go. We've got Cal. We've got a double header. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, after yesterday. Yesterday, pretty happy. Yeah, I've got a bit of a cold and a cough. Don't worry, it's not COVID. It's just for the worst. But Everton raised me spirits yesterday. Didn't expect that, but I was hoping for your lot that you'd get the league on Saturday.
No, we didn't do it. I know we didn't do anyone any favours, did we? On the
problem is that one, don't get me wrong. I don't think United will win it, but it's every week, and he just keeps saying, "Oh, we'll win it." You said that last week. We'll win it next week. We'll win it the week after that. And problem is you can't keep playing that. I know it's a weekend side, and that's that. I know that the UCL. I know the Champions League's approaching, but the problem is if he doesn't play that Champions League, if he doesn't play, because let's be real, when he's gone for that second fiddle side, you've lost to Leeds, United. I think to Chelsea, you played just a weaker side against Chelsea, they beat it, so you can't keep playing that side. You just got to get it done and get out the way, and then it's off you. But it's off you. There's no mental problem for you, is there?
Well, I wish someone would tell Pep, because I mean, just a couple of things. Michael, yeah, thanks for that, mate. 1994. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, I mean, to me, the Champions League 3 weeks away, a bit less than 3 weeks away now. What the hell? Why not just play the best team? Well, I mean, let's face it, Tuchel knows exactly what our best team is. Does that mean we're not going to play our best team now between now and we're going to play it against Newcastle, surely, to win the game? So, I mean, Tuchel's not fixed. I mean, I don't understand what, we'll keep our powder dry and all this sort of thing. What is the point? There's absolutely no point because they're not that people. They've got all these bloody people doing their statistics and looking at matches and watching matches. So, I mean, why do it? Oh, we lost you, Cal. Why do we do it? We lost Cal there, or I lost him. I don't know what's happened there. He just disappeared. Is that me or you, Cal? I don't know who that was. All right, mate, no worries, Cal. Yeah, so what do you say, guys? I mean, at the end of the day, why? I don't understand. KDB's missed half the season from injury. So if he's trying to wrap him up in cotton wool, what happens if he get injured in 5 minutes of the Champions League final? It's going to happen anyway in training or something like that. I don't understand the logic. Hello, Sergio. How are you doing, mate? Everybody, yeah, we've got Cal Everton fan. We've got Chris Liverpool fan, Sergio, all the lads. That's you lagging a lot. Am I lagging a lot now? Or has it gone funny? Right, so am I lagging still or am I all right? Sorry about that. Very, very new to this technology. It was when Cal came on. That was it. It ruined all my system. So how's it going now? Right, Sergio, I'm sorry about this. I'm trying StreamYard, mate. And obviously, I've not used Stream. I've been doing it on YouTube with no problems whatsoever. I've been trying to StreamYard. Yeah, I think it might have been something to do with with Cal coming on and off. Perhaps my system doesn't like it, something like that, Sergio. Yeah. So I'm trying this StreamYard. I've only got the free version, so it's probably rubbish anyway. 20, 30, 40 quid for something if it's not going to be worth it. I haven't got money to burn, sort of thing. So it may have been to do. I'll put Cal back on. Let me know if it starts to lag or anything again. And I say it might be my system. I don't know. It might be my little laptop or something. I don't know the technology behind this. So just let us know, guys. Anyway, if anything sort of slows down.
Hello.
Hi, mate. You're all right. Yeah, I don't know. It might be my equipment, mate. I haven't got the greatest equipment in the world. Perhaps I need better equipment for this StreamYard. But as I say, it's been working all right on YouTube, but you can't put these little banners across, can you? And all that sort of thing. So I thought I'd give it a try. And we don't know till we try, do we? That's life, you know.
So yeah, just to say before it kicked me off, do you think are you genuinely not concerned, but are you starting to maybe grow concerns that you could lose the title?
I'm old school, Cal. A lot of some of the guys on here, when we go on Twitter, and Dave Wallace, the king of the Kippax, is exactly the same as me. I mean, we've been through that much rubbish that we just want these things to be put to bed. We don't want to be hanging on like this. It just. I mean, I was up. I get up at 2:00 in the morning on a Monday morning because I have to go to work early shift. I was awake at 12:30, and the first thing I was thinking about was the bloody football. That was it. I was thinking about City, and I couldn't get back to sleep. And that's because I'm old school. I just want it to be put to bed, and I can't understand the logic of why we're not putting this to bed and getting it done. As you said before about the Leeds game, we could have got a point against Leeds. We could have, all right, United beat us. They got the hoodoo over us. But we could have got a point against Chelsea. What was wrong with just shoring the defence up, Pep shoring the defence up and just playing for a point? And if we nick one, fair enough. But just play, and that's 2 points more. And that means it's only goal difference and the difference. And it'd be almost over by now. But so it's not professional. It wasn't professional against Leeds. And it wasn't professional yesterday against Chelsea. It wasn't, we just weren't professional. That's all there is to it. Pep just sticks with his plan, and if something goes wrong, he doesn't sort of. I mean, why didn't we bring a defender on near the end? Why didn't we just?
A lot of the old school coaches are like that, though. Carlo's like that, Pep's like that, Joe's. They're very stubborn. because they know how good they are, so they are quite stubborn. Jose's probably the most stubborn manager ever. Carlo's quite stubborn. Carlo doesn't make a sub till the 70th, 80th minute. And that's been one of the biggest problems for us this year, is Carlo doesn't like making subs. I don't know why, but he just doesn't. We'll win one game, like the Liverpool game. We beat Liverpool, and then he changed, and then there was like 8 changes the next game. Carlo does not stick to one team. It's like I noticed that with City, like you don't ever have the same. It's like I don't think Pep's actually went for the same team more than one game in like 2 games in a row.
No, can you see the comments as well, Cal, as you're watching this as well? Can you see the comments? Yeah. All right. Because Blackpool, but Charlie's not scared, so Charlie's all right, mate. Charlie's confident.
Don't get me wrong. I think you've won it, but it's just it's that sense of you just want to get it wrapped up as quickly as possible, because
Blackpool sums it up, and he's decorated at the moment, but he was that down in the dumps after Saturday's result. Even the smell of the paint can't get him high. So.
Also, it's better for us as well if he's got it wrapped up by the last game of the season, because that means if to secure Europe, we can play you on the last game of the season. Because the good thing is we know fitness because of COVID isn't the same, and schedules are so tight. Unless I think the Champions League finals 6 days after the last game of the season, or 7. And if you have won the league, you don't have to go. We play at the Etihad. You don't have to play a tough or a good side. You can play your youngsters.
Yeah, because we'll play that team we played Chelsea with. Basically, that is our B team, if you like, now. So without injuries, and that's without people like Tommy Doyle and Delap and stuff like that, who is kicked into touch because we've had a full squad since about January. So all of a sudden, these young lads don't even get a look in, apart from Garcia, who kept being put on the bench and stuff like that. The other guys haven't even got a look in. He's just committed himself.
Same like us, though, to be honest, because the only youngsters that really and I don't really like classing them as youngsters, because for me, realistically, a youngster isn't just somebody under the age of like 23, 22. It's somebody who isn't in the first team squad, who plays for the youth academy and comes up. Tom Davis, I don't class Tom Davis as a youngster, because Tom Davis has been playing for Everton for 5 seasons. Same with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So they're not youngsters, and let's be real, for City, Phil Foden's not really a youngster anymore, and they're like comparing him to Tommy Doyle, because Foden plays basically week in, week out. And I think that it's the same problem for me. I want to see, because sometimes that breath of fresh air can do the world of good. Man United are perfect at it. Rashford, Greenwood, they put in youngsters, and it always works for them. Where obviously,
what's wrong with it? I mean, you can have 1 or 2 youngsters, but Pep since he's been at City, apart from the odd cup game against lower opposition, he's not even willing to put 2 or 3 in, at a time, and they benefit from playing with the main guys and stuff like that. And I was advocating from about January onwards that we should only be swapping 2 and 3 players every time. Put some of the younger ones in the squad as well. And everyone's going to get a rest. I mean, if you swap 2 or 3 players every game, everyone gets a rest, don't they? I mean, it's over 3 or 4 games. So I don't understand. But I mean, they must obviously they know things we don't know, don't they? I mean, these youngsters, Delap, for instance, he's got a temperament problem. So he scored a goal for City, then he was dropped in the next game. So perhaps Pep saw that he just needs a bit of a cooling off period. And he said, right, you can join the first team next season. But this is Pep. That's just how Pep does it. It is Pep's way, isn't it? It's like Ancelotti, I suppose. He makes these decisions, and he's going to stick with them, isn't he?
Exactly. The good thing is as well, back onto the last game of the season, is Carlo and Pep are very good friends. Yeah. So hopefully Pep, decides to, somehow re-sign Mangala and play him against us. It's not possible, but do it. Do you know what I mean? Just find a way.
Because... Imagine that City needs to get something from that game at Everton. Exactly. Do you imagine the nightmare? I wouldn't like to do that, because it'd be horrible. Because I don't like Manchester. I hate Manchester United with a passion. I really do, and I can't, honestly. I know Chris is here, but I couldn't deal with them. I don't think there's anyone here, mate, that doesn't agree with you from looking at who's on at the moment.
Honestly, I couldn't deal with United winning the league, because I don't like them as a club. I just don't like them. And not just that, it's just you have been basically perfect all year, so it would be odd. And it's a great story for City, because everyone was writing Pep off, like the media, and everyone was writing him off. At the start, the end of last year, because of You lost to Leicester. I think you lost to Tottenham, and everyone's like, "Will City just get into the top 4?" And then since then, you've been basically unbeatable. And I've said this to Marc, and I've said it to Andy, I've said it to Chris. The only team that can beat Man City is Man City.
Yeah, well, that's what he's been doing. That's what Pep's been doing. He's been beating ourselves all the time. Yeah,
that's why.
Go on.
That's why I just didn't give you a chance against PSG, because I thought he'd overthink it. But that you know what I mean? Because and I don't think I was in the wrong to think that. Because how many times has Pep done that at City? 3 years in a row. But I think he got that spot on. But Chelsea's going to be a hard game to try.
Well, I think I had on the banner before about the psychological. People are saying, "Oh, what's the psychology? He's not played our best team yet." But that doesn't make any difference. Psychology is not about playing the best team. It's about having a winning run and winning games. It doesn't matter if you play like 6 teams at the bottom and you win them. It's psychological. I don't care what Someone on Twitter was being a bit vitriol because people were saying about rubbish. What are you talking about? But really nasty with it, And I don't understand it because he obviously doesn't know psychology. To me, psychology now is Chelsea have got the upper hand psychologically wise. But obviously, yes, of course we have a much better team to play. But that doesn't stop me. Chelsea have scored about 10 goals against us in the last 2 games. All right, half of them were offside. I mean, 70% of them were offside, but they still scored the goals. I mean, so that they can do it.
And not just that, if they played arguably a Giroud, a clinical striker, it would have been a lot more big. But it's hard to say because they are much weakened squads, and there is a psychological edge you could argue right now. But I think this is what Pep's wanted. I know your fan base wants the Premier League more, but this means something else for him because. Yeah. That's the one thing that's restricted him from being the best manager in the world. For me, he is.
Yeah, I am going to be absolutely gutted. I think most of the guys on here, obviously Chris is all right, but most of the City fans on here, I'm going to be absolutely devastated we don't beat Chelsea in that Champions League final, wherever it is. And I never thought I'd think that. When I got to the semi-final, I thought, all right, it's nice this. But that's why I want to put this league to bed, because that's just preying on my mind. The league title's preying on my mind. So it's just. I mean, for an old guy like me, I mean, my heart's fine. I think my heart's fine. Anyway, I'm quite fit, but I mean, I don't need it. I don't need this frustration. I'd rather sit mid-table, rather than go through this. It's wonderful. Of course it is. It's fantastic. But, I'm sorry. Just put it to bed.
I said to funny enough to my dad, because we, after the FA Cup game when you got knocked out by Chelsea, and I said that could be the best thing to happen for you, because I think, let's be real, injuries are there and you don't want to be playing so many games. And let's be real, Pep isn't going to play a weakened squad in a final, because it's not the Pep way. He's going to play the likes of a De Bruyne in an FA Cup final. If De Bruyne goes over, gets injured against Leicester, we know how good Leicester actually are as a football team, and you lose 3-4 players, 6 days later you have a Champions League final. And I think the way you play compared to Chelsea is a lot more physically demanding, because it's so much on the ball and so much physical and so many runs and stuff from the players. It is more physically demanding, I think, than Chelsea, because Chelsea's football's horrible. It's just, it is. I call him the German Sam Allardyce, because he is. The football Chelsea play, it's boring, but it gets them results. And I think City just have to be clinical. You just can't miss 3-4 chances. You've got to have every chance has got to basically go in, because we've seen them. Chelsea aren't clinical, but Madrid could have had 3-4 goals in the first half against them. They made them pay. Liverpool a few weeks back in the Prem, Chelsea are very good going back, but the weaker up front, because they just don't score goals. They score 1 or 2 a game, and City's attack's incredible. For me, he can't play Sterling in that final. I don't know if you agree, but I don't think he can play Sterling, because Sterling's just not.
I'm just going to put my 11 on the screen now that are going to play that ECL team, European Champions League team as well. Blackpool, what's he saying? Lagging again. You're breaking up in Michael. Great to all the lads on tonight. Great stream. Really enjoyed it. But cheers, Michael. Sorry about the technical faults. Cheers, Cal. No worries. Your team burner for the Newcastle seems the only option. I think right, Sergio. Yeah, you're a funny man. Blackpool Blu-ray, says Chris. Cal, it's fine. Hey, mine is an Asus. Well, yeah, I mean, mine's sort of the cheapest I could buy at the time, though, because my Acer went, and then I thought, oh, get this one. There was no HDMI on it. I didn't even realise, and I used to put movies onto a big telly, but I can't do it with this, so I don't like it really. But I can't. I have to keep going, don't I? Wanted Blackpool Blu-ray, wanted to go out Friday night and celebrate. Now I'm going to have to stay in and watch the match. There you go. Well, you can go out after the match and celebrate Blackpool. So no one's got any qualms with that team then. I mean, the only guy I would sort of say is on the borderline of that is probably Laporte at the moment of being one of our better players who perhaps isn't in the starting 11. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything too dodgy. Do you guys? Newcastle won't. But I'll tell you what, Chris, we've not got a good record recently. I think we drew last year and they beat us the year before. We're not done very well at Newcastle, even though we battered them. We just haven't come away with anything. So it's another psychological thing with Pep. You know, we've sort of done quite miserably. What do you think, guys? I don't think Aguero. I think Aguero will play, but he won't be playing. He might play in a league game if we've sealed the league title in the next game or two. Pep stopped taking drugs and picked the right team for a change. Anthony, well, he's quite right, Anthony. I mean, he was saying, I was thinking, another thing, is he surrounded by yes men? Does he have anyone who actually questions what he's doing? Does anyone know? I mean, I know this Lilo guy's his busy mate, but do you think he doesn't have anyone there to sort of rein him in a little bit? Did Arteta rein him in at some times? I mean, he's not doing that well at Arsenal, is he? But what do you think about that, guys? Do you think does he need someone to sort of say, hey, mate, come on, it's not right? Or is he getting that and we're just, obviously, we don't know, do we? We're not in the changing room. But I don't get that feeling when I watch the body language of these guys. I mean, if any of you think anything different, so yeah, Chris. So I think he will, Chris, once the league's won, or if the league's won. Anthony Johnson, Pep stopped taking drugs. Sergio, Chris Welch, I hope so. He must get the record for the most goals. Yeah, I mean, he could have had that with that penalty, couldn't he, Serge? Blackpool, hopefully go with Aguero, Sterling, Torres at Newcastle. Will you go away, Blackpool? He did say so. Chris said you're a funny man before, but I tell you what, if we go with that at Newcastle, I'll be worried again. So there you go. If it starts to lag or anything again, guys, just let me know and I'll have to keep refreshing it. And then I might go back to YouTube next week when I do one. It's seem less hassle. I can't get these little banners, obviously, but until I get a better piece of equipment anyway. So what we thinking? We're thinking United are going to beat Leicester. Do we think United are going to beat Liverpool? So we're going to have to... There'll be 4 points behind us, but we'll have a game in hand. So... yeah, sorted. It wasn't that long ago. We beat Newcastle at a crucial time of the season, was it? Carl Sterling. Well, what can we say about Sterling, guys? I mean, I did say jokingly last week or the week before about this dartitis where you can't fling a dart, but Sterling doesn't know when to he's got ballitis. He doesn't know when to get rid of that ball. He doesn't know when to pass it. He doesn't know when to shoot. He doesn't know which direction he's going in. He just wants to run into a dead end all the time. I have no idea what's going on with him. I mean, surely they must do stuff in training. Yeah, he would, Sergio. He would have equalled the record with that penalty. You're absolutely spot on there. Yeah, I don't understand, Carl. I just don't know what's gone on with Sterling. It's not even a bad patch. It's been going on for a few months now. You know, it's not as though it's just a few weeks. It's been going on and on and on. And Pep must see it. I mean, is it psychological? Has he got personal problems? I don't know. I saw him in some fancy get-up today. It looked like something out of the 70s. I don't know what that picture was for. That's what Richarlison's been like. Maybe it's because no fans, Rich is better with fans. Well, yeah, he plays to the fans, Richarlison, doesn't he? He loves it, doesn't he? I think, I'm not sure Sterling has the same sort of qualities to do that, but certainly Richarlison does, doesn't he? Michael, I'm happy with that team, but if we don't win, then it'll play it on our minds. We're not ready. Let's get it done Friday against Newcastle. We can't give United belief. I'm hoping Leicester or Liverpool will beat United, but as I say, I'm not looking forward to Friday at the moment if we need to win it. Let's face it, we only need a point a game, lads, don't we? We only need 3 draws. How about that? I don't think my ticker would take that. If you need anyone to knock a bit ball down, Blackpool, call Raz. Absolutely, mate. There was one actually against Chelsea where he actually ran into the player, but the ball bounced for him, but then he still made a mess of it anyway, so it didn't make any difference. No. Sterling won't be. Sterling will only be playing once this league's finished. That team you saw against Chelsea, apart from Ederson and Diaz, those other 9 players won't be playing for City unless this league is sorted out. And if Pep does, then he wants sectioning, because obviously there's no way he should have them playing. A draw in both. Well, yeah, but our goal difference is starting to come down as well, Sergio. That's the problem. You only need another 9-0 from United and we're in trouble. If they beat Liverpool 9-0, no offence, Chris, we're in trouble. Cal, I don't understand the Aguero penalty. I don't understand what he was doing. I know he's apologised, but it's a bit late now, isn't it? But even we were winning 1-0 at half time, and even the start of the second half, I didn't think Chelsea looked that up for it, to be honest with you. So I think Pep tactically should have changed it around rather than put Phil and Gundo on later when they equalised. He should have made a change a bit earlier somewhere along the line. I don't know what, but that's not Pep's way, is it? As we've said before, it's not how he does things, which is annoying, but that's how it is. Michael, I am like you, Boone. I think United win all their games, knowing them to the longer system, just not good for the heat. All blue. Yeah, I mean, that's it, Michael. If City beat Newcastle, yeah, then United will lose a bit of heart. But again, we go back to psychology, don't we? Go back to Chelsea having the psychology now. We can beat City. This is what they're thinking now. So that's the worry. So I think unless a miracle, I'm certainly not going to watch any of the game. I'm certainly not going to watch. I'd love to watch Leicester United and Liverpool game, but I'm not going to watch it because obviously they beat Leicester United. I just couldn't face it. But I'll probably go on Twitter and then they'll see that they're 2-0 down and they'll end up winning 3-2 or something, because that's what they do. I mean, what is the point of getting all giddy when United go a goal down? It's absolutely. I think one of you guys said it before, didn't you? What is the point? There's just no point, is there? Because we know they're going to come back. So, I mean, that is amazing. In all fairness to them, that is pretty amazing in my eyes. I think they do. All right, they get help. But what was that penalty like? I've not even seen it. What was their penalty like compared to Sterling's on Saturday? What was theirs like last night? Was it Pogba got fouled? Sergio 9 against who? United are not as good as they think. No, but they're doing it, Sergio. It's all right saying they're not as good as they think, but they keep pulling out these results. A team showing them too much, showing them too much, what do you call it? They're sort of a bit scared of them. Too much. I forgot the word now. Carl, the problem is for Sterling's in the BC squad. He's fallen down the order. Yeah, I mean, Pep's got an A and B team now, and Sterling knows he's in the B team, and some of the other players do as well. So Torres as well. Torres always looks good if he plays alongside good players. I mean, he didn't do anything, did he? Let's be honest about it on Saturday. Leicester need the points. Yeah, well, I'm hoping Iheanacho will do something, mate, and I assume Vardy's playing. He's not injured or anything. So it will be tough, don't get me wrong, but I just can't see anyone beating United at the moment until psychologically they can't win the league. But I'm hoping Leicester will do the business, and if they don't do the business, I'm hoping Liverpool will do the business. If they don't do the business, then I'll be a nervous wreck Friday night. But I'm sure we can do the business with our best team. But you say it's a little luck now, isn't it? In every game, it's like they're becoming cup games where you just need that little bit of luck to go your way as well. Cal, Bruno Fernandes could get a pen by shooting. At least he scores them, Cal, as well. I mean, I can't stand the bloke, to be honest with you, from a personal point of view. I've not really watched him from a footballing point of view. I don't think he did too much against City when he's played against us. But yeah, Sergio, hasn't he? Nacho Kid is on fire, Sergio said, but hasn't he didn't he go off the boil a little bit? Didn't he sort of was on fire and he's gone a little bit quiet? I might be wrong. I don't know what he did last time. I really rate Torres. Cal, yeah, I mean, I think he's got potential, but to put him in that team, he's not going to be out. I just wanted him to do one thing, Cal. That's the problem. If he's playing a rubbish team like he did on Saturday, well, it's not rubbish, but you know what I mean. I just wanted him to do odd bits of magic, and he doesn't, does he? It doesn't really do. But when he plays in the proper team, he looks a totally different player, and he can score goals as well. I mean, he knows where the net is. He obviously never got the chance, did he, on Saturday? Yeah, if it goes to penalties, mate, I will collapse in a heap if that final goes to penalties. I'm hoping for a nice, comfortable 3 or 4-0. But that'll be that. As I said, Chelsea have scored about 10 goals against us. Don't forget the last 2 games. About 7 of them have been cancelled for offside. But we forget this. And so a couple of those were quite close. I mean, all right, a couple of them were well offside, but. That's what worries me. All right, I'd be happy when Walker's at the back, but they do seem to catch us out a little bit. Carl, that's why Man U are so good. Everyone has to mark either Bruno or Pogba. They're both world-class creators. Impossible to mark both. Yeah, well, that's, as you say, perhaps obviously we got KDB. We want Gundogan to step up a little bit more. I mean, he had that really purple patch, didn't he? But I think he's gone quiet again now. And I think the last few games, or even the games we've won, like the Carabao Cup, I think a lot of the players aren't sort of playing to a great level. They're playing okay, but I don't think they're doing it, not pulling up trees, I don't think. If you guys agree with me on that one. Carlos Soler was better than Torres for Valencia last year, but I never see him leaving. Well, that's it. Some players don't, do they? Some players want to stick and stay, and they're quite happy, and that's fair. I think that's fair enough. I like loyalty in a player. But there you go. Just get that banner off. Anything else? Yeah, here's a good question there. Love that one. Gundo had the purple patch. Well, yeah, well, that's it, Sergio. I don't think Pep knows quite how to play him when KDB's playing. I don't think he, and the same with Cancelo. Look at Cancelo. What's happened to him? He's fallen off a cliff as well. But again, was he having a better games when KDB wasn't there? He had a bit more creativity. Because when they put the team out for Saturday and said we had no midfielders, I thought, well, we've got Rodri, but he's not creative. But I suppose he's going to ask Cancelo to be creative. But he didn't do anything, did he, really, on Saturday? That's the problem. Carl, that's why I love DC. DC is the most loyal player in our side, bar Coleman, of course. Yeah, well, that's what you need. Every team needs that. I mean, we've been lucky, haven't we? I think City have been lucky the last few years. We've had a lot, you get players like your Furners and your Sergios and your Companies and all these guys have wanted to stay around. And, obviously Sterling, even though obviously before, no one would have him now, but obviously when he was doing all right. And I think we've been quite lucky. There's always going to be odd guys, isn't there, just want to move on. Like Sane. I mean, I would love Sane to stay on, but his mind had gone. He wasn't interested, let's be honest about it. No matter what we say, he didn't. That last 12 months at City, he was pretty useless. Before he got the injury, he was pretty bang useless, to be honest with you. He just wasn't putting it in for City, unfortunately. Cal, I think they have to step up, mate. Yeah, weird how players in the midfield have better games when KDB is out. I think they have to step up. I mean, everything sort of revolves around KDB at the moment. It's not actually been that bad since he come back. I think it's, but everything, he's the linchpin, isn't he? He's the guy who spreads it about, and he's actually been improving. I mean, that's another thing. We keep resting these players. Some of these players want to be playing matches. They don't want to be rested. Some of these players, we have to take a chance. All right, if someone gets injured, they get injured. We've been so lucky with injuries the last 4 or 5 months. But we have to have the balls. Was the kahunas, as Pep said about Mr. Stones. I mean, we have to have that to do it, don't we? I am sure that team, by the way, I didn't put Stones in because did they put Stones in? Is he still suspended? I'm not too sure. Obviously, I was thinking more of the European Champions League as well as the Newcastle game, but I might be wrong with that. Obviously, if Laporte would step in for Stones anyway. Cal's unpopular opinion, but Seamus Coleman's one of the best, right? Does his job, mate. I mean, nothing wrong with Seamus Coleman, is there? I mean, he does his job year in, year out, and that's what you want. I mean, Walker's doing fine again, but he has his moments, doesn't he, Walker? But at least he is a professional, and that's what I like. I mean, at least he is a professional player, and you can rely on him. Sergio, because on Sane's face in the dressing room at Wembley after the Watford game, he didn't look happy. He wasn't happy, mate. He wasn't happy. He wanted to go, and that's all there was to it. But he should never have played in that Community Shield, to be honest with you. That's stupid. Another stupid decision by City guys there to play him in that match. Blackpool, I can't remember when Coleman was on loan at Blackpool, great player. There you go. Baines and Coleman is the best fullback partnership of the decade, in my opinion. Well, there you go. Baines and Coleman. Yeah. Buck and Pardo. There you go. In the 60s. Going back a bit. Teddy Phelan and Andy Hinchcliffe. I don't even know they played together. I can't remember now. I love Coleman, our captain. Hey, Cal, that's how it should be. I mean, you know, it's like us with Vinny, wasn't it? I mean, Vinny's a legend. I mean, he sort of it fades a little bit, doesn't it? But I expect Vinny to come back at some stage. But yeah, that's what you want. I mean, for City now, it's probably Ferner. Ferner's the guy that everyone sort of loves a bit more now, and obviously he's going again, isn't he? So, and obviously Diaz, everyone loves Diaz, and we love John Stones when he's putting it in. You know, obviously. Don't know how you feel about John Stones now, Cal. It's a long time ago, isn't it, mate, since all that? But yeah, you got to have passion, Cal. That counts for a lot, doesn't it? Is he reasonably a guy who plays a lot of games as well, Cal Coleman? Is he reasonably fit? Does he not get many injuries? Sergio Pardo is off to Mexico, Bell and Lee and some. Yeah, but he didn't make the final squad, mate, Pardo. He wasn't, you know, yeah, we had this song, but he didn't even get into the final. He got into the first squad and then didn't make the final squad, did he, unfortunately? Blackpool, we got Terry Phelan, he's fast. Yeah, that was it. I always remember that goal against Tottenham. That's just a consolation goal and everyone's raving over it. And I just thought, well, what's the point? We're beat. It's no point in you doing it now, mate. You should have done it half an hour before or 45 minutes before. So it really annoyed me, that one. I cry when Bainesy left. There you go. Why not, Cal? That's emotion. That's what it's all about. You've seen. I've cried on here. I've cried on my vlogs when I've done my vlogs. There's nothing wrong with emotion. Can I just ask you guys? Has it been okay? Is it when I get another guy on, we get this lag? Is it just because have I been fine while it's just been me on? Can you just let me know if you can? It didn't stop us singing that song though. It didn't. Well, it didn't, Sergio. No, because it was true at one point, wasn't it? He was, he was there in spirit, wasn't he? Sergio Pardo, but great player, fantastic player. Love Pardo. Great team. That some great players. There, you think, Cal, that's the sort of players, isn't it? Coleman's. I mean, you think back to the players that you had perhaps in the 70s, 80s, a bit before your time, obviously. But you know, they're the sort of guys who stuck with the club. They were there until they got injured. Most of them, they very rarely got. You know, they were good players. They didn't really leave, did they? Unless they sort of stuck with the teams. Cal, I'm getting a Duncan Ferguson tattoo when I turn 18. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Why not? I don't have a tattoo, mate. I don't have any tattoos. Sergio, I'm fine now. Yeah, it must be when I get someone on, guys. So, as I say, I think I'll have to steer clear of getting people on until I've actually got better equipment. It must be the memory and stuff that I assume it's me. I assume it's not StreamYard. It must be my software. I think anyone can confirm that for me. Phelan was faster than that horse that came on the pitch just after. There's a few horses on the pitch. I've got a scrapbook with that in. I can't remember now. Yeah, cheers, Cal. The old songs are the best ones. Yeah, they are. We can think of some good old songs. I sing a few at work, and the young lads look at me as I'm daft when I come up with these, about baseball bats and hatchets and bury a hatchet in your head and all this sort of thing. You know, all these old good classic songs that we used to sing. These nice friendly songs that we used to sing. Beat you on the head with a baseball bat. Remember that one? You young ones wouldn't. And you're going home in an effing ambulance. That was another one. That was quite good. Michael, we need a good backup for Walker Cancelo. It's not a right back. Good going forward, but he's rubbish. He's poor defender, Michael. He's a bit like, well, I was going to say Mendy then, but I mean, I saw that on. Did you see that on Twitter today or on the internet somewhere? Where Pep on his knees after Mendy had been rinsed on the wing. That one, one of about 4 occasions, I think he got rinsed. In a fullback, his job as Mendy's gone as I mean, don't forget about 4 games ago we thought Mendy was back, didn't we? But how wrong we were. There you go. Peter Reid, Sharpie, Andy Gray, Howie Stevens got that whole 80 squad on my wall. I bet you have, Cal. Great team. I mean, Peter Reid, there you go. There's passion in a bottle. I mean, fantastic if you can bottle that sort of thing. And that's what you want, isn't it? Sergio, while Cal was speaking, it was fine, but when you put him on hold, it went funny. All right. So, yeah, I think I'm fairly right, guys, in thinking it's just my sort of the memory and the power of my machine, I would have thought. It's nothing to do with StreamYard. So, it's just one of those things. But it was. I have a go, don't I? I have a go. We had Citytilidie last season. That man made me want to die. He was awfully marked against us in the derby, 5-2 loss. Well, there are players like that, mate. We've had one or two. We've still got one or two there now. Blackpool, you must come on a skateboard. I remember singing to the away fans. Yeah, that was fun. Michael, yes, you are okay, Albert. Everton were brilliant in the 80s. What a team. Fantastic. You got denied the European Cup, mate, didn't you? I tell you what, you probably could have won that. Shut them other buggers up. No offence, Chris, but you probably, I think that team, a good English team in those days, won the European Cup. A very good English team, and Everton were a very good English team. The Liverpools and Notts Forest, even Aston Villa were a good organised team, and that's why they won it, because European teams didn't quite know how to play English teams at that time, to be honest with you. Cal, the whole trinity from the 60s, Colin Harvey, Alan Ball, Howard Kendall. Well, I've got a friend who actually used to go to school with Alan Ball, Cal, an old friend that used to be in the same class as Alan Ball. Joe Mercer, Jones, it's true what people say, we're going to win the Football Ace, the tune of excerpt from a teenage opera. Oh, I don't know that one, Sergio. You have to. I've never sung that one, I must admit. Chris is back from his tea. There you go. He's happy. What did you have, Chris? I have a feeling Don Carlo will bring us back to our best, and when he goes, hopefully Big Dunk takes over. Yeah, Dunk had a little spin at it, didn't he? He had a little go. Perhaps he'll learn from Carlo, obviously. Sergio, yeah, and Wimbledon Coventry missed out on the European Cup Winners' Cup. Yeah, they did. They missed out on that. It's such a shame. And let's face it, UEFA over. And they wouldn't have done it for any other country. It was just because it was England. Let's be honest about it. I know it's a terrible thing, but there's no way they would have banned any other football team from any other country. They've always had it in for us. Infamy. They've always had it in for me. European Cup different these days, been different for decades. It is, Chris. I think it should go back to what it was, to be honest with you, but it's never going to happen, is it? Chris had hot dogs for tea. Well, I think I've got steak pie with a sort of suet sort of top, suet sort of a bit stodgy, but I'm very slim. I can put up with it. That's no problem. I know Sergio. Come on, Sergio. There's no one older than me. When I do these vlogs about things, and I have to say a match from 1952, and no, I wasn't there. I'm not that old. I know what you lot are thinking. Every time you watch those things, you think, I must have been there. Well, I wasn't. So there you go. Just wondered how you take the banners off. I'm just trying to take the banner off now. Let's just see if we can. I don't know. I'll take the banners off. Hang on. I'll just leave it running. What's it matter? Sergio, they hated English teams when they did, Sergio. I mean, definitely. I mean, you can't convince me that UEFA didn't have it in for English teams, to be honest with you. Juventus could be expelled from Serie A next season if they not break away from this. I mean, what is the point? What is the point of these three teams still persisting with this? What is going on? I have no idea. What are they playing at? What is the point? Does anyone know? Yeah, it's sort of Blackpool, but not quite. It's just something, a Morrison's thing. I don't know. It's not homemade. It's just from Morrison's, but it's a little bit different to steak pudding. I do love steak pudding, but it's not quite steak pudding. So yeah, banned, not expelled. Right. Okay. So banned. What's the difference, Chris? Sergio, they don't have steak puddings where you, Sergio. I bet you don't have gravy either, do you? You don't have anything moist. Have you got out moist? Leave the banner on burner just in case we forget who you are. No, my scrolling banner, not my little banner, not my little Bernard Citizen channel. Yes, that's just in case to get anyone new on. We've not had anyone new tonight. We had a few new ones last week, didn't we? We had up to 23 last week. We got on at one stage, and we had a couple of trolls, which helped. But that gets the numbers up as well, doesn't it? But yeah, I've not been able to do that this week. Let me just try something here. Hang on. Yeah, hey, that's a good bit, isn't it? There you go. I forgot I could do that. I've only been going for nearly an hour. That's what I was thinking. What's different, lol. I absolutely loved and still do Gareth Barry. Man was a prophet. Yeah, I think most City fans like Gareth Barry still, not like the other guy, the Mr. James Milner. Obviously, he didn't sort of go up in our estimations. Michael, Alan Ball had a brilliant player, not a very good manager. No, he wasn't, Michael. No, he wasn't a very good manager, Carl, that's for sure. I gave him a chance like all good City supporters to remember a lot of his games as a manager. The best one for me was Newcastle United 3-3. Brilliant, yeah, Alan Ball. So we used to sing it. We've got Alan Ball, didn't we? We still used to sing it. I don't know why. At the chippy, yes, gravy, but puddings are a no-no. When I'm over in Manchester, Pannies in Selmore is a must-go-to chippy. Barry is, but yeah, you need the Barrys, don't you? You need the Gareth Barrys. I thought Zinchenko would turn into a sort of Gareth Barry, James Milner sort of player, more midfieldy. But obviously he's had to play obviously a bit further back, hasn't he? But I thought Zinchenko would be our sort of engine room, if you like, at some stage. But he sort of never quite worked out like that. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I mean, the thing is with Gareth Barry as well, he's just a nice guy, isn't he? I mean, he's just a great and just a really nice guy. Yeah, I'll just see how high we can get so it covers my face up. Yeah. Kevin Keegan, a good man. I've not seen Kevin Keegan for a while, guys. Is he still knocking around? I've not really seen him anywhere. Can't wait for next season with fans hopefully back. Yeah, Chris, well, this is it. I mean, when's your home? Do you play at home your last game of the season, or is it the game before? Because they're supposed to be getting fans in, aren't they, for that one? But I mean, it's getting close now. We've not heard anything, have we? I mean, when are they going to let us know? You know what's happening? No one's telling us what's going on. That's the thing. You know, the City and Everton supposed to be 500 Everton fans coming up, isn't there? Cal, are you going to get a ticket, mate? Carl, the worst Everton manager in lifetime will always be either Coleman or Allardyce. So, well, he got nice to see Mr. Allardyce lose his get relegated, wasn't it? What a shame! He probably didn't get a backhander for that one. So you can have is that 10,000, Chris? Is that what I figure I'm hearing? 10,000 in the ground, the ground your size, like similar to ours. To the Fiend to Wonderwall. Yeah, I mean, I remember doing that, Michael, against United, and United was singing you never won F all to it, so that was quite funny. Well, Cal, yeah, do you have a point system, Cal, at Everton? Do you have to have points, and you get points to get your tickets? Sergio, original Disbury. I lived in Withington, Sergio. You know that for a long, long time. That's where obviously I used to walk to Main Road. And I was used to going to Disbury. A lot of my mates lived in Disbury, West Disbury, East Disbury, and Disbury itself. Went to the big pubs in the centre of Disbury there, the big one in the middle. I can't remember what it was called at the time. Now I can't remember what it was called. West Kirby on the Wirral, Sergio. Hey, I was near you, Cal. 10,000 home fans, Chris. Yeah, that's it. Is that 10,000 or 9,500 and 500 away fans? Is that how it's going to work? Don Carlo Ancelotti, the inspiration for the Godfather. He certainly is. Don't know the deal on away fans. Yeah, I think it was 500, Chris, from what I've read or seen. Blackpool, no, I'm sure they said well, then again, they changed, don't they, mate? I'm sure they said 500, but they might have changed that. Obviously, we're all going to get every team's going to get a chance to have fans in, but obviously, so they may have changed that. But I did read it was 500. I know we both played at the Withington Rec, the Red Rec in Withington. There you go. I think I kicked Eric Nixon and Mark Lillis a couple of times on the Rec at Withington. A couple of times when I was a bit older than them, when they used to go on the park. All right, Sergio, miles away from Liverpool. Cal, like I still can't wrap my head around it. Everton have Carlo. That's me dating Megan Fox. Well, you never know, mate. She might knock on your door later on. I'm on the River Dee, close to Wales and Liverpool. I bet, Sergio, that sounds nice, the River Dee. I've been over the River Dee. I've not been in it, but I've been over it. Well, Wales and Liverpool, it's only, 20 minutes, mate? It's only 20 minutes difference, isn't it? Not far away. What's Everton's next game, Cal? And is Liverpool United? Is that their next one, Chris? You haven't got another one before. You haven't had to squeeze a game in, have you, as well? Going to Tranmere Sunday, no puddings. I'll have my dinner before I go then. Are you going to Tranmere to watch a game, Blackpool, or are you just going to Tranmere? Oh, here we go. Gareth Davis, you got no fans, you irrelevant club. Gareth's on, lads. Say hello to Gareth, because we've got the first one of the night. There we go. Who are we talking about, Gareth? Everton, Liverpool, or City? Because we've got all those on tonight, fans. So, who do you support, Gareth? Which care home have they let you out to support? Who's your supporter? Who do you support? Villa away, Cal, right? Super. I'll leave Gareth on until he does something silly. Always say I live in Liverpool. Yeah, well, there you go. Michael was at Liverpool in 1996 when we went down, and then United won the league. A crap day like Luton for you, Bern, in 81. I was crying that day, mate. 81, Michael. I was in tears at the ground that day. That was crap as well as seeing all the bad times. Carl Bernard, you have a Man City fan channel, but your club has no. We haven't, mate. There's no fan channels. I think Esteemed Company's the nearest to one, isn't he? He's got about 54,000, has he? 55,000 or something. I think he's the nearest to being a fan channel, but he's still well below what he needs to be. So there you go. We've got no fans. I think we've probably got a lot of fan channels, but obviously they're not very well, you know. They're all not to the 500,000 standard, are they? Let's be honest about it. Does anyone watch that Thogden and Son? I mean, I think they're all right, but they do get on my nerves just a little bit, just a tiny bit. But they do make me laugh, I must admit. Watching Blackpool ladies against Tranmere, well, that should be good. Blackpool, did they swap shirts after the match, mate? Carl, I love Liverpool, the city, definitely not the club. I'd rather eat gravel. We played Altrincham yesterday, Blackwell. There we go. Alty, hey? You could have popped in for a cup of tea, Blackpool. You should have said. Oh, no, you're not allowed to. We could have sat in the garden. It was raining, but, you know, it don't matter. Sergio, I cried also. I was on a 12-hour night shift, 7 till 7, cried all the way to work that evening. It was horrible. It was horrible, mate. I was 22. I was living in Gorton then. Obviously quite a big city area, but I was inconsolable, I think, after that game. I've still got all the newspaper clippings in the back there of all the game. I bought all the Sunday newspapers to try and get it out of my system. Carl, we have 4 games. This Villa game has been a game in hand since December. 4, right, okay. We was at home, Bernard. Right. Oh, all right, Blackpool. Fair enough. Sorry, mate. I misunderstood. Sergio is 29. Oh, good God, you old bugger, Sergio. Flipping heck. You're making me look young. The Dean, rumour is Guardiola looked at the 6-0 Chelsea win the other year, and after that we played Chelsea at Wembley and drew 0-0. We won on pens. He says that they were cocky before the 0-0, never again. Well, there you go. One way of doing it, I suppose. I'm just going to put that up, Dean, if that's all right, mate. Michael, they're okay, not the worst on YouTube. Who's that, Mike? Who are we talking about there? Luke. Hi, Luke. How you doing, mate? Gareth, doesn't matter. Gareth, it does, mate. Who do you support? Just tell me who you support. I mean, you come on and you sort of say something a little bit nasty, which is unnecessary, isn't it? Why did you have to be nasty? What is the point? So I just wanted to know who you supported, because it's I don't understand why you just come on and the first thing you said was a dig at us. So what's the point? I don't understand, mate. So just let us know who do you support, and we can have a chat if you want to have a chat. Cal, I cry when we beat Liverpool at Anfield. Well, it doesn't happen often, does it, Cal? Gareth, why do you have to be toxic? Yeah, he's all right, Cal. I just get rid of him in Neby. I just be nice to have a chat if he wants to have a chat, if he's a bit lonely. Sergio, Cal, fully understandable. Gareth, we need to know. Yeah. So tell us, Gareth. If they don't want to tell us, just go and have your tea or something, mate. It doesn't matter. The biggest and only club in Manchester. Oh, there we go. He's a United fan. Oh, it's good to see. the only club in Manchester. You're not even in Manchester, mate, but all credit to you anyway. God bless you. God bless you. Thanks for popping on, mate, and giving me support. Do you want to subscribe as well, mate? You get some good history stuff. You know, you might learn a little about how City always helped United out over the years and stuff like that. Cal, I have never seen us beat them out until that. Absolutely, Cal. I'll tell you what, that's worth it to you, but I'm telling you. Luke, I'm good, mate. Thanks. Been to college. I was college. I used to go to college, Luke. I used to go night school, though. I had to leave school to work, so I had to go to night school. Gareth Manu's in Salford, it is indeed. Well, he's obviously, I don't know where he lives. He may have been to, I think 99% of City fans have been to Old Trafford more than most United fans. So there you go. Great to see the Dean on. So the Dean's on, yeah, the Dean's on. United based in Salford. Don't ban him yet. He needs to learn. Yeah, well, everyone's welcome, Cal. I mean, you know, you can have a chat. It's no big deal. Changed Manchester United to Salford United. Anthony was in Block N of the North Stand when Alex went for his Superman. Well, Anthony, I've never forgiven him. I've never forgiven Alex Williams. I'm still wake up in the night screaming, "Stay on your line, mate!" Screaming at him to just stay on your line. If he hadn't come and tried to get that bloody ball, he wouldn't have gone in there. They wouldn't have scored. Simple as. I never forgive him. I've still not forgiven him till this day, mate. To be honest with you, public services, good lad. Cal, public services. Sergio Cal, I'm my 60th year watching City. We have won 3 times at Anfield in that time. Yeah, that's about right, Sergio. I've never seen them win at Anfield. I've seen them draw. I've seen them draw twice at Anfield, but I've never seen City win. Will Guardiola play a week? I hope not, the Dean. No, we're hoping for. I'll put the team up here that I think we're going to be playing. I'm not sure about John Stones, to be honest with you. So I'll put the Dean on. I'm assuming Stones can't play. Is that right, guys? On against Newcastle, so I'll put Laporte in there. And obviously for the Champions League final, it's pretty much that team that's going across the banner. Obviously Stones for Laporte. So I think most people have agreed with that one. See what you think, Dean. The Dean. You're all irrelevant and meaningless. All right, Gareth. Well, do you want to go now, mate, or do you want me to just throw you off? What do you want to do? Because obviously you don't want to have a chat, do you? You can spell. I'll give you that, mate. I'll tell you what, most United fans can't even spell. I think you've spelt that quite right. The irrelevant might be ENT though, is it? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'll have to check on that. But all credit to you, mate. You're using big words, so good lad. Luke, college is great. Do you work at Asda? I went back to Asda when the COVID kicked off, Luke, and I needed the money because my own little business was struggling because of COVID. So, and I've been there ever since. So I've been there over a year now. So I don't enjoy it, but I'm hoping to get out of there at some stage. But yeah, sort of my business is on its last legs now, to be honest with you. Carl, crazy Sergio, mate. Honestly, it was a mental problem for us against them lot, but Carlo took the emotion out of the game. Now, I think it is against Pepper when we play him at the Etihad. It's a mental problem. Carl Gareth seems to be gutted that he doesn't know his own club's history. This season, I can remember I am 19. Yeah, enjoy it, Luke. You never seen typical City. Well, that was typical City against Chelsea on Saturday, was it? I just not got to see nice Stanley United challenge. It's going to be okay. Don't mind the banter, but don't talk crap, mate. Well, that's it, Michael. Don't worry about it. They can easily go. Gareth, you're a sad tango whiskey alpha tango. Yeah, I haven't got a bot that's blocked swearing on this thing. I can actually block it before it appears on YouTube, not on this one. On the checkout, mate. Right, there we go, Luke. I do own shop, Luke. I do the own shops. When you get your stuff and it's all wrong, it's all my fault. Good to have. It is good to have Luke on. It's good, more than merry. Up to 13 now. As I say, we got 20 odd last week, so it's a bit more quality than quantity this week. But thanks everyone for coming on. Be nice to each other, no matter you. Absolutely, Chris. I mean, why not? I mean, that's how it should be. Carl, typical Evan is being 2-0 up this Newcastle with 12 seconds to go and we still didn't win. When was that, Cal? That is why I use phonetics. There you go. Absolutely, Sergio. You're obviously an old hand at this, aren't you now? Cal, I've got... I still sell posters, but obviously DVDs. You ever watch my film reviews, you'll see all my DVDs on the shelf. It's over there. So obviously I used to sell a lot on Amazon. Then I set up my own site, but it's dead quiet at the moment. Just a pointless exercise, really. Just going through the motions. So, yeah, the old rare DVDs, Cal, not new ones, just old ones you can't get hold of. But it's just no point now. I've got one supplier left; all the rest have gone, and he's charging a lot more than he used to. So I'm just having to sort of think about knocking it on the head. I can still sell me posters. I've got about 5,000 posters in the back. I can't get any new posters, but I can still sell me old posters anyway. Luke, love the Crystal Palace programme. Best I've got this season. Yeah, Luke, I'm doing the Villa one. If you want to know the review of the Villa one's out tomorrow, Luke. It's scheduled for tomorrow morning. So there you go. You got your Villa one. Then I've got the Palace and the Carabao Cup one to come as well at some stage. Cal, I want to be a social worker or the police. That's why I'm studying. Super that, Cal. Yeah. Fantastic. Good luck with that, mate. Anyway, Sergio ex-army. Yeah, he was in the SAS, Sergio. Yeah, it wasn't the SAS, so it was before it was even invented, I think, when Sergio was in it. He's that old. Last season there, centre-back scored an overhead kick. Oh, well, there you go. We need a physical programme against Everton at the Etihad. We're not going to get one, Luke. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to suddenly do it for that one. Chris, Liverpool centre-back Ben Davies is either that statue at Madame Tussauds or the person who models the kit. Your favourite film, Bernard? Sergio, what a question. What a question. I've got so many. If you stuck me on a desert island with electricity and I could only take one film with me, it probably would still be a box set, but no, I can't take a box set, can I? Braveheart would have to be the one film. What kind of DVDs, Bernard? Just everything, mate. Just old ones, mainly from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. You know, the old classics that you just can't. You know, gangster. I can read some out here. Shock Corridor, The Sicilian Clan, Silver Chalice, Slam, Slaughter of the Innocents, Splendor in the Grass, Summer of 42, Scarface, Seahawk, Sayonara, Rules of the Game. I mean, all sort of classics or sort of classics and stuff that you know, just from the old days that still people buy now, and that's why I used to sell them. I used to make a lot of money in the 3 or 4 years ago, but it's all gone to pot now. Here we go. Let me just let me catch up. Very good. There, 5,000 posters. Bloody hell! Yeah, they're all in the back. I'll show you. I'll take my camera in one day and show you, Cal. I'll show you them all. Chris is dead right. I love the game in your club. I have loads of books on football, not just City. You have to know your club. Good, Luke. In that, Luke, mate. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, he loves his programs, Michael. Luke. Sergio, fair enough. Yeah. No, thanks for asking, mate. Sergio, it's as I say, it's a bit hard. I used to spend eight hours a day working on me shop and stuff, and I can do it literally in about half an hour now. That's how bad it is, to be honest with you. Halloween, yeah, I liked Halloween. Start next season fresh. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll get some magazines, and they've got City produce some good programs, but the last few years they've gone a bit naff, haven't they? Yeah, Scarface is a good film, mate. It is a good film. Brilliant films, Bernard. Cheers, mate. I say that's just a selection. As I say, I can't get hold of the new copies now. I've got literally one supplier, and his prices have gone up. I used to have 10 suppliers, and now with this COVID thing, a lot of them have gone out of business or whatever. I've literally got one guy I can buy off now at a decent price, but even that, I'm only making £1 or £2. So when you're only selling a few films a week, it's not worth it. You know, I used to sell dozens of films a week. I used to sell, say, 100, 150 films a week, and now I'm lucky if I sell 5 or 6. That's just how bad it's gone. Love Al Pacino, Sergio. Yeah, we all do. Love old films. Yeah, absolutely. I tend to have to try and watch new ones now, Michael. I don't get to watch old films that much because I'm doing all these reviews and stuff, but I agree with what your sentiment, that's for sure. That's the problem. COVID has killed local. Yeah, it's not done it any good, has it, Carl? It's just one of those things. But then again, life. It's like when I had a video shop and they started doing the dirty on us, and they started wanting us to pay 50 quid for a film that you could go to the shop and buy a tenner for, because we were renting it. We had to pay a premium. So it just ended it all, mate. And that's just how it is. That's things move on. But as I say, this COVID thing's the sort of thing you don't expect, isn't it? I have a job for Gareth cleaning the bird shit out. What's your thoughts on the final at Wembley? Which one, Luke? Oh, the Champions League final. Yeah. Well, it's not. There's a playoff final, isn't there, on the same night? So I don't think we should move the playoff final. I think we should have it at the Millennium Stadium, something like that. Millennium Stadium or Villa Park. But I can't see that happening. I have a job for Gareth cleaning the birds something out of his cuckoo clocks with Samuel, son of Dean. Chris, my mate asked me for a pickup line to get a girl. He likes my reply. Stay single. Yeah, that's probably right, Chris. Probably a good idea. Luke, I know she's not been on Luke recently. I think she's give up. I've not heard from her for about a month. She was 9 about 2 weeks ago, and I've not heard from her since. So I think of upset. I don't know what it is. She doesn't like football. She probably don't want to come on. Her dad's a big United fan, so she probably got told off. Dog Day Afternoon, good film. Serpico, good film. Yeah, Pacino, brilliant. I mean, I like Pacino. He's got his own style, but I do like Pacino. Sergio or at Spurs or West Ham. I mean, either way, we're going to have to travel, aren't we? Which is unfair. Chelsea don't have to travel, but hey, there you go. I'm sure whether I'd get enough points to get a ticket, because I'm sure a lot more would want to go to that than they did the Carabao Cup. I've only got just under 7,000 points, so I mean, you're probably going to be needing 20-odd thousands up to about 15,000 points, aren't you guys? I'm a bit worried I wouldn't get a ticket anyway. Card a few years ago. Well, Luke, I went to the TNS game at the Millennium Stadium. We were rattling around that stadium. What was the crowd? About 17,000, about 13, 14,000, about 12,000 City fans in the Millennium Stadium. You remember that? You might not remember that one. That's one of my only European trips. I've been to Hamburg and the TNS, the Millennium Stadium. That's my only 2 European trips I've ever been to. So it would be nice, and I've got my passport now. I put in for my passport 2 weeks ago, and it come about 3 days ago. So I'm well chuffed. I've got a passport now as well. Will the league be over by Friday or not? The Dean, well, we're flipping hope so, Dean. I'll say if we can. I don't think I'm not optimistic that Leicester and Liverpool will beat United, but I'm just going to be a nervous wreck on Friday now, but we have to go strong in that game, don't we? Let's think about that. Who you think will win the Championship playoffs? Brentford, Bournemouth, Swansea, or Barnsley? Right. Well, Brentford have had a good season, haven't they, Chris? Bournemouth have done okay. From those two, I would have thought. I've not really seen much of Swansea or Barnsley. Dean, yeah, you've got 17,000, mate. Well, you're well ahead of me there, but I mean, it's going to be a struggle, and it depends where it is. If it's in Portugal, if they stick it in Portugal, there might be a chance for you anyway. I'm not saying, well, I've got a chance of one, but obviously, the further away, the better, isn't it? As far as getting tickets are concerned. I know it's nice to play at Wembley or the Millennium, but it means it's not a cat in hell's chance I'm going to get a ticket. And if you're going to struggle on 17,000. You might get a lot of people saying, "Oh, I don't want these tests or something like we had to do for the Carabao Cup," but I can't see that. Can you, with the Champions League final at stake? I doubt very much. Looking forward to no, Luke. I don't watch the. I tell you what, I got yesterday, Luke. I got this, but only because it was free. But I'm not unless I get some free stickers from somewhere. I thought, it looks all right. I'll have a look through that, see if there's anything in it. But obviously, it's all blank spaces. But I'll watch England if City players are playing. But that's about it, Luke. That's all I'll do. So I'm not really looking forward to it, Luke. It's just football, isn't it? I mean, I'm not that asked, to be honest with you, about England. Say if City players are playing, I'll probably give it a watch. No, it's a black one, mate, Sergio. It's a black passport. Got it. Whoever got it, show you. There you go. Hey, don't mess about on my channel. We show everything here. There we go. A black passport. British passport. There we go. British passport, guys. Let's have a look at this. Let's catch up with these. Oh, here we go. I've missed a few. Oh, no, hang on. There we go. Let me just zoom through these guys. Michael, Sleepers. Watch it again. Great. Good film, Sleepers, mate. Sad story, but great cast. Luke, Brentford versus Bournemouth. Final, Brentford to win. Yeah, I'll go along with that, Luke. What do you think, Chris? I like to see someone new in the Premier League. Brentford would be nice, yeah. Brentford face Bournemouth. Oh, dear, that's not good then, is it? Blackpool. My mate said my Gunners will be kept on ice for me on Friday. It better not be. My Guinness. Sorry, I said Gunners then, Blackpool. My eyes are going. You Guinness, yeah. Have you ever watched The Walking Dead? I love The Walking Dead, Cal. I think it's a great show, even though everyone slags it off. I've always watched. I've never been on the edge of my seat waiting for it, but I do enjoy it when I watched it. And I even like the other stuff. I like zombie stuff anyway. So even the Fear the Walking Dead I quite like. So, I mean, that's just, it's pretty rubbish, but I still like it. See Phil Foden if you want stickers. He collects them, doesn't he, Blackpool? Yeah. I got 3 stickers I'm not collecting. Oh, there you go, Chris. I mean, yeah, I would say I just picked that up at Asda today. Just I thought I'll have a look through, see if there's anything in it. But I just put it in my memory box now. That's what I do. I won't collect it. I won't be bothered collecting it. But I had a bit of depression I still have a little bit now on and off. But I started a Panini sticker book about 6 years ago, something like that. And I thought I got bored with that anyway. a bit old now for that. Michael, I have a good friend who's a Swansea supporter, top bloke. Hope we go up and play. Yeah, Swansea plays some good football. I don't mind Swansea. It's very sophisticated. Luke, I am, absolutely. Oh, that's me you're talking to. Shows your bank details, Bird. Right, just hang on, Cal. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Oh, it's online, mate. I do it all online. I can't show you, though. At least it isn't maroon. Ivan Tony, who plays for Brentford, is ridiculous. What's he, Cal? Is he a forward or is he a striker? Poch to get sacked for P.S.G. I wouldn't be surprised, Luke, to be honest with you. They lost, did they lose? Is it Lille have sort of almost there now, aren't they, for winning the title? Which I did say in the P.S.G. thing. I hope they do, because I didn't like how P.S.G. played against us, to be honest. So I did hope Lille had hang on. So that looks good anyway. Good old Lille. Good for Lille. I don't know. I don't think they've won it much, have they, in the past? I love The Walking Dead. My favourite character is... Put that on there. Poch to get sacked, saying, Negan, absolute. Negan, yeah. I didn't like him at all, Cal. I didn't like that character at all. I must admit, I did hate him with a vengeance, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know where you're coming from, but I watched The Walking Dead under Stuart Pearce. Well, I was saying the other day, Dean, I missed a lot of Stuart Pearce stuff because I'd lost a business then. My manager had broken up. I didn't have a permanent residence, so most of that was while Stuart Pearce was manager. So it wasn't. I missed a lot of that. So that was all right. It wasn't too bad. Or is it? Sorry, no. I'm thinking of Marc Hughes, mate. Ignore me. I'm useless. I'm thinking of Marc when you're at Hughes. He was bad, wasn't he? Yeah, I was there for most of Pearce's tenure. Yeah, sorry, it's me. My head's not right. Hello, Elmad. How are you, mate? How are you doing? Where are you from, mate? Cal, Ivan Tony broke the championship record. So is anyone lined up to pick him up, Cal? Is anyone going after him? Never too old, mate. When I lived in Denmark, I bought shoot every week and did the football ladders every week. Why not, Sergio? Well, I did my scrapbooks in the 90s, between 90 and 95. So I was 31 to 36 then. So there you go. So there's nothing wrong with doing it in your 30s. Be stupid to sack Pochettino. Yeah, I think, but I mean, are the players bigger than the manager at PSG, Chris? That's what I think. I think the players... struggle. The managers struggle because of the player power there. Be stupid sack Stuart Pearce and the 2. Stuart Pearce number 2. I'm not sure what that is, Dean. Carl Burns' life's falling apart. Managed broke, but in the words of the icon, it's fine. So I didn't play. See, you'll play. You absolutely. Well, Cal, the thing is as well, mate. You know, when with the takeover, the Arab takeover, obviously. I was actually learnt about that in Stockport Library. I used to go into Stockport Library to read the papers, and I was sat there getting every paper I could from Stockport Library to read about this takeover that City had had. Absolutely fantastic. Hi bye. Oh well, here we go. There we go. We got rid of that. Yeah, I mean, hi bye. At least he wasn't offensive, guys, was he? But there you go. Pochettino needs a full season. Yeah, he's only been there since January, Chris. And he flipping heck. I mean, talk about jumping. I mean, before you push, that's unbelievable. The ex-wife hated it. I bet she did. My ex-wife hated a lot of things. Bye, Elmad. Yeah. Anyway, all the best, mate. Oh dear, it's all right, Blackpool. I just blocked him. I was going to put him a timeout, but what's the point? When did you start collecting movies? Well, I don't really collect them, Cal. Obviously, I love movies. I occasionally buy a classic that I like, that I want. Like, what did I buy the other week? Vikings with Tony Curtis and Kirk Douglas. If I see that at Cash Converters or CEX or something like that, I'll buy it just for myself. So things like that. But obviously, most of my DVDs are to sell. I'll get rid of them. There's a price on them. Anyone can buy them. So they've all got a value to me. Ben, have you got city badges? I never got. No, I didn't really get badges, mate. Never into badges or stickers. Never really into stickers, even as a kid. I used to get my football cards when I was a lot younger, but I never really. Stickers was a bit after me. Stickers was a bit when I was a bit grown up, so I never really bothered so much. Used to go to the Juicy Arms in Main Road days to go to Bull before the games near the Etihad now. Yeah, I used to always go in Mary D's, but I fell out with it a little bit now. So I sort of meet the lad in the ground and we just have a beer in the ground these days. So yeah, I just got a bit fed up with Mary D's. You got a bit, I don't know, just got a bit too rowdy for the big games. I didn't really. I pop in sometimes just to see if anyone's there. Then I'll walk across to the ground and have a few beers in there. So that'll be nice, won't it? Saved a few quid this year anyway, so that's not too bad. So we've all saved a few quid, haven't we? Let's be honest, guys. Sergio, brilliant film, The Vikings. That's where the best team landed. Well, Sergio, I was there. Sergio, you talk about that Viking. That it wasn't sung at first. When we used to go in the Kippax after the Vikings, all we did was that's all we did. We didn't sing any words. That was what we did when we first did the Vikings. The words were added after. So there you go. If you didn't know that, if you didn't know about the old Kippax, Cal, my dad brought me a Subbuteo. I used to play Subbuteo on my own, Cal. I used to have tournaments and everything. I used to love Subbuteo. I do like the half and half scarves. I don't know why they have them as a City fan. I like the old bar scarf. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't mind scarves, Luke. I've got the only scarves because obviously you get one with your season card, don't you? So I've got quite a few scarves now. I can't remember the last time I bought one. It's probably back at Main Road the last time I bought a scarf. But because they sort of give them out now with the season cards, I always get my scarves from there. I don't like them, no. I mean, the half and half scarves is all right if you're a tourist and it's a memento, isn't it? But yeah, I don't particularly like them. But I can see the point of half and half scarves. Carapal, cheers, Sergio. I always remember. Anyway, I'll come back to that. My brain's gone. I'm going, mate. Yeah, cheers, Cal. Much appreciated. And thanks for coming on, bud. I'm sorry it didn't work properly, but as I say, I'll have to get some new equipment before I do that. But thanks very much, Cal. Say goodbye to Cal, guys. Fantastic in coming on. He knows a lot of stuff as well. That's what we like with Cal. He knows his stuff as well. Fantastic. Cheers, Cal, mate. Coming to Victoria on Cross Street before the game, bird. Where Cross Street? Oh, in Manchester. Yeah, I thought I'd get the tram to Manchester, then just get the tram onto the game sort of thing. I don't tend to stop in Manchester, but I will when the season gets going. We'll have to meet up all those guys anyway when games and stuff like that. So that'd be fantastic. It was shown on TV on the Wednesday before the Norwich away against it. That was my first time it was there. But there you are, Sergio. We used to do it quite quickly as well. There used to be TV programmes, and the competition was to actually sing something from like the Magic. If you remember, there was a tagline about "We all agree, Manchester City are magic," but the word "magic" was used in a comedy programme, and it was always, I think, at Anfield it had been done on an earlier game, and we did it obviously on a later game, but obviously they sort of beat us to it. But we all tried to come up with words to things we heard on the telly, and that's how we did songs. So that was how we used to do it in the old days. Looks like fans be back for Carlisle next season. Oh, that'd be good, Chris. What sort of a full ground? Can they get everyone in it? Luke, where are you from, mate? Where is that? Me, Luke? You asking me? Did you get City Folklore by Gary James? There's a good bit about the Vikings in it. I'm with Luke Ludbasket. Is it? Oh, Michael, I haven't got City Folklore by Gary James. I got 4 great books for a £5. Do you want to see what 4 books I got for a £5? Just in the right place at the right time the other day on eBay. I didn't believe it. I thought I was going to get 4 front pages or something like that. Do you want to see these 4 books, guys? Yeah, here we go. I'll do it one at a time. This with postage, lads. This was a £5. A £5 for these 4 books. Stan Bowles, Troutman's Journey, Stop Making Sense, Manchester City, Mother Russia and Me, Peter Brophy, and the Piece de Resistance. Oh, sorry, I got 5 books. Yeah, I've got another one. Got another one somewhere. Oh, yeah, I've got it there. 5 books. I'm lying. Not the Piece de Resistance. That's in a minute. Feed the Goat. And one more, guys. 5 books for £5, including postage. The Piece de Resistance of the collection. Colin Bell, reluctant hero. What can you say? Absolutely fantastic. So if you're on the internet and you sort of right place, right time, you can pick these things up. It's what do you think of that, Luke? Are you impressed, mate? Yeah, there you go. Chris, right, to be honest, 2,000 Carlisle fans only send anyway, so it won't make a difference. It's 18,000 capacity stadium. There's a bit rattling around there, Chris, aren't they? In that I always love the pictures when it's flooded. You know, when it gets flooded, Carlisle, and you see that the sort of the water over the goalposts and stuff like that. I love those images. Did you like those books, guys? Did you enjoy that? So there you go. Sorry, Ashton Road, just across from Asderbury. Yeah, well, my lad lives in. My lad lives next to Morrison's. My son lives next to Morrison's. Give us a no, Anthony, can't, mate. No, they're mine now. That's part of my book club. They'll all be featured in the City Book Club in future times. So there you go. I wish I could, Anthony, but yeah, that's because I've paid up to £10 for a book before now, and that reluctant hero, Colin Bell. They were asking £50 for it. Obviously, when he passed away, it's gone everywhere I looked. It was 40, £50 for that. Unbelievable. Bit of water damage, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. City from a Hey Jude, Kippax versus Arsenal is 68. So, well, good memory, Sergio. I must admit, I don't remember all these things. I mean, I just remember, obviously, in 68, I would have been sat in the Platt Lane. I wasn't in the Kippax. I would have been looking in awe at the Kippax in 1968. Very sophisticated. They are, Luke. Very sophisticated. Oh, that'll be great, Chris. Fantastic. That's good. I assume you're going to go Liverpool as well. You're gonna get both. You're gonna get a Carlisle season ticket and a Liverpool one as well. Yeah. Sorry, Blackpool. Yeah, I'm getting all confused, aren't I? Yeah, Morrison's in Openshaw. Yeah, that's a National Road, isn't it? Where's Asda? I'm trying to think where Asda is. Oh, it's opposite the City Ground. Of course it is. Oh, sorry, mate. I'm cracking up. Don't worry about me. I'll get better in a bit. I've been on an hour and a half now. It's getting past my bedtime now. And my steak pie is calling me. So, yeah. Sorry, Blackpool, mate. I'm just. You have to forgive me. You know, you've seen my vlogs. You know what I'm like. My brain doesn't sort of work with my mouth half the time. So please forgive me. But we'll all have to meet up us City guys. Don't worry. Even you know, as soon as we get up, we'll have a bit of a do, won't we? Go to Liverpool games when Carlisle aren't on the same day. That's fair enough, Chris. You can't say more than that. Chris, hopefully Stockport go up and Stockport versus Carlisle. Yeah, Stockport got a chance, Luke. I knew they were near the top. 2005-15 Carlisle floods have happened. Yeah, so yeah, as I said, Chris, that's what sticks in my memory looking at the Carlisle ground. And they have a great pitch, don't they? Don't they want to have one of the most fantastic surfaces in league football as well because of the amount of rain and stuff they get up in Carlisle? I think I read that years ago. Am I right in saying that? Nurse, yes, Blackpool get there. Well, if she's pretty, mate, that's as long as it's not a bloody male nurse, that'll be all right, Blackpool. Don't worry about it. Michael, brilliant books burner. Cheers, mate. Love Stan the Man. I have that Colin Bell book by Ian Cheeseman. Great book burner. Great stream burner. Oh, yeah. I've enjoyed it, Sam. We've not had as many on as we did last week, but We've had a couple of trolls, but no, I've enjoyed it. And I say the StreamYard's okay, but I say I was hoping I could get guys on, but obviously we'll have to knock that on the head for now. But if it's still working fine now, I'll probably use it just for the banners and stuff and things like that. Cheers, Michael, mate. All the best, mate. Thanks for your support, buddy. I'll speak to you later. Angry Bootneck, channel starting live in 30. I'll be leaving you all. Well, I've got to go, Serge, in a minute. Anyway, I do an hour and a half. I do tend to do 5 or 10 minutes more, but I need me to do a review of it and stuff like that. So, what's the Angry Bootneck about, Sergio? What's that about? No prob, Serge. Not bad for Carlisle. Have the lowest budget in League Two. That's good. No problem, Anthony. Cheers, mate. Thanks for coming on, lad. Cheers. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Tell your friends. Don't forget, please tell your friends. Get them to subscribe. I'm stuck about 858 at the moment. I'm trying to clamber up to that 900, but it's hard work at the moment. So pass the word, guys, if you can. I'd be much appreciated. I know Michael is. I keep coming across Michael's little messages on Facebook to other people about me, which is really lovely. I mean, that's fantastic. Brings a tear to an old man's heart, old man's eye. Bring a tear to a glass eye, as they say. Right, Sergio. Right, yeah, with you being ex-army. Cheers, Anthony. Anyway, mate, thanks very much. Good. So it's a good channel, is it, Sergio? These are all right, aren't they? I say I don't tend to get many. No, I used to get on obviously Andy's live thing, and I don't think Ray talks to me anymore. He doesn't seem to, he's got his new friend now, hasn't he? He doesn't seem to want to bother with me anymore. But hey, there you go. That's how these things, you grow apart. It's like a marriage, isn't it? It's just one of those things. But yeah, Carlisle basically outside of Scottish border. It certainly is. So, right, guys. Yeah, I'll probably wind it up. We're down to 6. So, you guys, I can only thank you very, very much and much appreciate. And hopefully, as I said, when I get some better equipment, I can probably do this StreamYard properly and try and invite people like Michael suggested. Dave Wallace, I'm sure he'd come on to a show. That'd be a great show, wouldn't it? Have a chat with Dave Wallace as well and stuff like that. Although it's not the sort of thing I normally do, as you know, I'm not really, don't do that sort of thing. But thanks for putting up with me anyway tonight on this StreamYard thing. And I will see you all again soon. So thank you guys who are still on: Sergio, Chris, Anthony, Michael, Luke. Thanks very much, guys. And I'll see you all again very soon. And thank you for your wonderful support. And all I ever state here is stay safe, everyone, and stay safe, Blues. See you later. Bye.